Stay on your feet and face the car door.
Vigilante Williamson here with a very simple question. What in the world took so long for the additional body cam footage in George Floyd's death to finally surface? I'm not even 100% sure this footage is even going to change anyone's mind at this point, but it's definitely giving me more nuance and context to what happened on Memorial Day this year. The question that remains in my mind is, with all the lives that have been lost, with all the political unrest and upheaval that has happened over the past couple months have happened, if this footage was released at the exact same time as the footage of Derek Chauvin with his knee on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes, how many lives would still be here? How many buildings and businesses would still be around? At some point, we have to ask ourselves, how culpable is our media or the tech giant companies that even now shadow ban the newly released body cam footage? At what point is the blood on their hands? I refuse to believe that this footage was not available to be put out earlier, but instead the media gets off scot-free. They can get partisans to debate, they get to promote once fringe political groups and give them the spotlight and make them out to be heroes. They get to demonize police so bad that we can't get any reform. And this is coming from a black man with no criminal record who has had terrible experiences with the police. But defund the police is a stupid idea. Don't get me wrong, we absolutely need reform, a lot of it. And while I have heard about some creative ideas about creating different programs and then cutting funding for police as it would ideally be less needed, which would be a logical way of doing it if ever a plan should be entertained, that's not what actually is going on. Different cities have just cut the budget by drastic amounts with no security plans in place for its citizens in lieu of the lack of police support. But that said, it's very naive and it's being pushed by people who don't even have to face the consequences of it. And will our media ever be culpable for anything at all? No, they won't. No one in the media is going to serve any jail time for their manipulative practices. No one's going to go to jail for inciting riots or neglecting to show everyone this footage in the first place. And in fact, even if this very video was made by an extremely popular YouTuber, there is no guarantee it wouldn't be deplatformed. Because regardless how valid information is, if the powers that be don't want it presented, it's not going to get presented. America, hell, the world, you got played. The media played you. There's nothing we can do about it. And the worst part, no one's even going to care that they were openly played by the media, that they were openly played by all the politicians that they root for, because the media is just going to snuff it out if anyone does. This footage comes months after the worst race riots that I have ever seen in my entire life. Something that went on countrywide. I'm from the great city of Detroit, and the riots in the 60s permanently damaged the framework of the city. And that just happened. The same thing that happened in Detroit just happened in pretty much every major city. What are we going to get from the media? More partisanship. More politicizing of everything. More ignorant questions at press conferences. Idiots flicking their beans at protests. Racially divisive and insulting news coverage under the guise of anti-racism. There will be no justice. There will be no peace. Black lives, and in fact, all lives won't matter unless it's politically expedient. And the media will continue to profit off of openly lying to us. I appreciate it if you made it this far. Please in the comments tell me how much I suck so I can improve. If you liked the video, please like the video. And even if you didn't, thank you for your time.